Hey band, today you're getting a pep talk. Do you remember when you were but a child and someone said to you, "Child, when you grow up, you can be anything that you want to be"? Well, that person lied. It's not true because they didn't tell you the whole truth. You can't be anything you want to be unless you're willing to pay the price to do so. So here's an example. What if you would like to be a veterinarian? A lot of people want to be veterinarians. Well, you can't just be a veterinarian by saying, well, when I grow up, I'm going to be a veterinarian. No, you have to do something. You have to take and you have to work hard in school, and you have to then get into a college. You have to pay for your college, which can cost thousands of dollars. After you do that, you have to go to med school. You have to get a degree. You have to get hired somewhere. And all that time, you have to be practicing and refining this craft because you don't want to be a veterinarian who accidentally kills all of the animals, because then you'd be a bad veterinarian. And no one says, when I grow up, I want to be a bad veterinarian. And then to do that job, you're going to have to make sacrifices. Maybe you're going to have to live somewhere that you don't want to live. Maybe you're going to have to do things you don't want to do, like put down animals that are perfectly healthy, but no one wants them. Now that I've said that, you may think to yourself, oh, well, maybe I don't want to be a veterinarian. That sounds really hard. And you'd be right. It is really hard. But guess what? So is everything else. If you want to be successful at anything, it's going to be really, really hard. If you want to, be a manager of a restaurant, you're going to have to work really, really hard. If you want to take and work in social services or be a teacher or be anything, if you want to be anything, it's going to be really hard. But that doesn't mean it's not worth it. In fact, because these things are really hard, it means that they're worth more. It turns out that a lot of times we get afraid of something that's difficult. Whenever we have a challenge, we will shy away because we know it's going to be difficult. We know it won't be enjoyable. But as it turns out, those things that are difficult are the things that often matter the very most. It takes a lot of work to make real changes and to really affect your life and other people's lives, and it's just not easy. All right, so in order to be a band director, I had to do a bunch of things. I had to be in school for 7 years. I had to go to college and pay for that training for 4 years to get a teaching certificate and the credentials I needed. At the end of my college experience, I had to spend an entire semester working at a school for free. It's called student teaching. It's where you pay money to the college so that you can go to a different school and work there for free. And all of that I had to do in order just to become a band director. But then, when I started teaching, I was terrible. And not to say that I'm great now, but I'm a lot better than I was then. And all of that training had to lead me to where I am right now. And the reason that matters is because whenever I get to take part in something that's successful, whenever I see my students do well, when I see them learn something, when I see them do something they've never done before, I feel something. That feeling that I have is satisfaction. Satisfaction, fulfillment, pride, the sense that what you're doing matters and that you're having an effect on other people. This is what most people really want in their lives. They want to feel like they're making a difference. And even though it may feel sometimes like that difference is small, whenever you're doing something that you worked hard to achieve, you can get that feeling. So here's what you do. Plan and think about the future, but live in the now. Take the opportunities that you have with the best of your abilities, and more than anything, don't be afraid that the things that you're going to experience are going to be difficult or going to be hard, because they are, and there's no sense in fearing that. All that you can do is take a deep breath, plunge right in, and become the amazing person that you're supposed to be. All right, band, I'm so proud of the things you've done, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Now go practice.